what's up? I wanted to go over more documentation. I actually kind of wanted to go through all the documentation for people who wanted to watch it instead of read it, because I kind of wish that I had that option when I was going through this stuff. So I'm going to do it myself. The documentation is really good, but that requires me reading, and my focus when it comes to reading is pretty bad. So watching something would have been way better for me. So that's what I'm going to do now here for working with plugins. So I'm just going to go over some basic stuff when it comes to plugins, just following the documentation. I'll post it down below. But I'm going to start with enabling a plugin. I'm going to then go disabling a plugin, installing plugins from the Unreal Engine Marketplace, and then the plugin installation locations. So let me explain what a plugin is first. A plugin is a optional software component that adds specific functionality to Unreal Engine. So what plugins can do is that they can add entirely new features and modify built-in functionality without modifying the Unreal Engine code directly. So an example of that would be you could add new menus, items, and toolbar commands to the editor, or even add entirely new features and editor submodes. You can enable or disable plugins independently for each project depending on your needs. So an example of that would be I've used certain things like a dungeon architect thing, which essentially like you could create dungeons just from setting up like the basic like walls and stuff that you wanted. And it was actually a pretty huge plugin, and it would like assemble the entire dungeon together based on the inputs that you put into it. Well, there's a bunch of different ways you could have done it, but yeah. There are two types of plugins available in Unreal Engine. There's the Unreal Engine plugins, and then there's third-party plugins. Here we go to the actually enabling the plugin. So to enable a plugin in Unreal Engine, you just go to the edit here, you hit the plugins, and it pops up with these list of plugins, and you can see that there's already some pre-built in plugins. These are your Unreal Engine plugins. Third party would be the ones that you get from the Unreal Engine store. And here, after you've either installed a plugin or if you're looking for a plugin, I'm going to use the plugin that they're recommending here. So I'm just going to look for OpenXR. I'm going to XR here, and you'll see everything changed, and you're seeing everything highlighted that has anything to do with XR at all. So now all you have to do to check one of these things or enable the plugin is to just hit this little check mark right here. So you just click the check mark, and it says you must restart Unreal Editor for your changes to take effect. And then all you'd have to do would be to restart now, and it would restart with the plugin enabled, whatever that may be. So that's for the Unreal Engine ones, but third-party ones might require some additional steps to enable them, but they'll explain them in their installing process if they have any additional information. Just look at the if you get any assets from the marketplace, like most of the time it will have documentation attached to it, or it should, and it'll have all the information that you need for it. So I'm just going to check the OpenXR, and I'm going to restart now. And it just pops back up and we're all good. So let's go to disabling a plugin. So disabling a plugin, you go back to the same window that you closed from, and all you need to do is uncheck the box. And then it says you must restart Unreal Editor for your changes to take effect. So let's restart now. Now, if you have a plugin that you want to disable that's a dependency for other plugins, you're going to get a notification that says if you want to disable those plugins as well. But know that that will break the existing functionality in your project of any of those plugins that have been implemented into your project. Just so you know. So I would recommend saving a copy of your stuff with the plugins in it before you do something major like that. And then all you need to do is save your work and then restart the engine the same way. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Unreal Engine marketplace here. So what's happened now is there's no longer a marketplace. This documentation is actually a little bit out of date. They now have Fab is our new place to get things. So let me start. You hit start exploring and it'll open up Fab page, or you can go to Fab directly. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Drag this over here, and what you're going to be looking for is a type of plugin. So let us go in here. They actually have more than just Unreal Engine in here, so you want to specify the platform being Unreal Engine, and tools and plugins will get you tools and plugins. But specifically the ones that I'm looking for in here, this is GLTF. I don't even know what this does. I don't think I've ever used this thing. GLTF exporter. Okay. So all I'm going to do here is going to show you how to download it and then apply it to your project. So all you have to hit is the download button. If you read all your stuff, I guess, accept. And I have a standard license. And then I want to add it to my library. Saved in my library. So if I go into, if I go into my Unreal Engine now, I can actually see all my stuff, but I can see that this is here. So let me close out of here now, and let me go to my library and go into, I'm not gonna find it if I just do that, GLTF, I need to refresh my Fab. There we are. I actually see it right now. And it's, most places are, or most things are gonna say add to project, but you'll see some where it says install to engine, and install to engine are your plugins. So all you need to do is you want to click on install to engine. You cannot install, there are no compatible engines installed. Alright, so this thing is actually, should have checked the versions on this. So if you scroll down here, you'll see supported engines 4.25 to 4.27 and 5.0. So I don't have an engine that fits all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my library and add my own engine here. So I'm going to show you how this works. I'm just going to go down here and I'm going to do my Dungeon Architect thing because I think that's a cool one. Install the engine. You just hit install and it gives you options for potential ones that actually fit the criteria of what it can install it to. So 5.4 is available, unlike the other one which was up to 5.0. So now you can see it's downloading. All right, I fast forward to the point where it's done downloading. I think you want to watch the screen for however long that took. So I'm just going to double click on my project here to open it up, and I can manage my plugins. Let me go to my Dungeon Architect. I'm gonna hit a check mark here. Gonna restart now. And then I have a Dungeon Architect enabled as a plugin. As you can see, it just replaced, it added a little spot in here for the Dungeon Architect. So now I can click Dungeon Architect, and yeah, All right, well, that's all I was going to show you. So, yeah, have a good one. Hope you got something out of how to, set up plugins. Yeah, have a good one. Bye.